Hey there, Truth Beers! Welcome back to our love series. And for today's topic is all about brokenness or how to handle brokenness. You know, brokenness, it can mean a lot of things. Or there's a lot we could talk about in regards to the meaning of brokenness. And I invited Ate Joj Malinao to share and to give us some advice about this topic. Hi, Ate Joj! So before we formally start, Ate Joj, can you introduce yourself, Ate Joj, ato ang mga viewers karon?
Teacher. I'm teaching grade 4 students, and I am also a youth leader in our church. And I knew Czarie from the activity last year, like Jesus Global Youth Day. So we were in the ministry. We were working together. That's why I knew her. So after that one, we have established a relationship and communicating each other. So that's why she invited me, and I'm blessed. Thank you, Czarie, for having me here, for this opportunity to speak also.
So, thank you, Ate Joj. And let us proceed to our flow of this brokenness or how to handle brokenness. So, Ate Joj, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, let's proceed. So, number 1 is, how do you define brokenness? How do you define brokenness, Ate Joj?
Okay, when we say brokenness, the first thing that comes into our mind, or we can associate it with pain, with hurt, right? With a certain feeling that it's a very negative feeling, or it can be brokenness can also be a result of a situation or of a circumstance, or maybe the decision that you have made. But in the hindsight, for me, brokenness is a way for you to grow, for you to experience healing, and for you to really experience the grace of God, and also a breakthrough in your life. That's how I define
the
brokenness.
Second question also, Ate Joj, is, have you ever been broken because of someone or something that happened in your life?
Yes, I think we all went through, or we all go through brokenness, and I think we also define brokenness according to our experiences, also according to our maturity. Okay, and then I'm gonna share one of the my brokenness experiences. That this brokenness that I had experienced is really my turning point. Why I'm here. Way back when I was still in high school, I had because I am still in high school. So this is, maybe you will say that this is a very immature brokenness, you might say. But as what I have told you, it really depends on the maturity that you can say I'm really broken. So at that time, way back when I was in high school, I had a boyfriend. Okay, so we were together for 11 months, and then the funny thing is that maybe 2 days before we will celebrate our anniversary, we broke up. Okay, and then at that very moment, maybe others can relate, but at that very moment, I was holding on that was my identity. Okay, like I can be with my friends, with my group of friends, that I can be in with our group because I have this. So when that time came, I was really broken. I really cried in front of my best friend, and then I was really crying, and then there, I don't know what to do. Then also 3 days after we broke up, we had our youth camp. So the funny thing is for that, because I was really broken. So I went to the youth camp, and I had my phone with me. And then there was a rule in our youth camp that we should surrender our cell phones. because for us to really focus on our camp. And then what I did is that I did not surrender it because I was really hoping that my former boyfriend will call me, will text me that he'll want to be in a relationship again with me. So I was at that very moment I was rebellious because of my brokenness. I was really thinking that I can fix this. There's still hope in this. In my brokenness, I was thinking I can do something out of my brokenness. So at that very moment, I was joining the camp. Just join the camp and then just fellowship with other youth group. And then I was the only one knew that I am broken. I just had a breakup. So I just pretended in front of my heart when our leaders asked me if I'm okay. I just said I'm okay. But on the second night of our youth camp, that was really the turning point of my life. I never knew that there was that the cross in front of me was very, very clear. That it really spoke to me that there's more than the love that I deserve. That's more than love that I really holding on to, like, because I'm holding on to this relationship that I might fix, that I think that it can make me whole. So that very moment I don't know what really happened to me. I just cried out to God. I don't know, that something just really pushed me. Like, I really knelt down before Him. Because when I joined the camp, I'm not expecting anything. I just said, I'm just gonna join the camp because I am told to do so. So I'm just gonna go there. But that on that second night, I knelt down before the Lord. I really cried. Then all I can see was the cross. It was very clear to me that I even said to him, this is very clear. I even told God, Lord, here I am.
Wow.
I'm gonna give. That was my turning point. My brokenness was my turning point. That's the reason why I'm here. Like, because God let me experience that brokenness. That for me to experience what it means to be in pain, what it means to dealt with it, love is after that experience, after that surrender, I cannot say that I'm instantly healed, but I felt that something was nga nakuha. I feel that there's comfort, that there's peace in my heart. You might say that, were you still broken at that time? I might say that I can say that I'm still broken at that time, but I don't have that desperation. Because after that surrender, I started to open myself to the group, to my church mate. I started to be in fellowship with them. Then I found myself that you're not pressured to do this. You should have this para ma-in ka sa group. So that I find a more meaningful relationship after that surrender.
Wow. Great. Thank you, Ate Joj. I'm really blessed now of what your experiences before. And second to the last question, Ate Joj, before we proceed to the greatest lesson that you've learned those days, is how did you handle those times that you are in your broken season? And this is the opportunity for you also, Ate Joj, na mo give of tips or advices sa mga youth karon or sa mga tao karon nga they are in their broken season, maybe in their specific area of their family or in a relationship or any.
Yeah. When every time I hear a word brokenness, it always brings me to the word of God in Psalms, that the Lord is near to the brokenhearted and a crushed spirit. That is always the word that I'm always holding on to whenever I hear the word brokenness or whenever I feel broken, because it is very real. Because you will really know that that you're broken if you're just gonna break down in tears. First thing that yet you're going to really remember, if you're broken, accept that you're broken. Never deny that you're broken. If be honest with yourself that if you feel this, be open. this is what I feel. This is what I'm really broken deep inside. Because if we keep on denying that you're broken, it's difficult for you to say that that you're really broken, that you need help. Second is second is I did this just for me. I always have um journal with me. Like if you can't share your brokenness to a person yet, better write it on your journal. This is what I feel. I am hurt. You have an area where you can write, where a place that you can be honest with yourself. Third is you find a person that you can really trust. You can really trust. You can really share what you really feel, that you're hurt, is what you're going through. All man, makarelate sila nimo. And then fourth is as soon as possible if you have activities in church, you better involve yourself with that. Like you're gonna join that activity, join a group, like make yourself like that you're going one way of helping yourself to lift up from that brokenness. And then fifth, last but not the least, is pray. That's the very ultimate way that you can really speak to God, talk to God, because above the person that they can really share to, finding a group, finding an activity, God is the ultimate healer of that brokenness. You can never disregard God in your brokenness, because even he knew what it means to be broken. He knew what it means to be, maybe if you were betrayed, he knows what it means to be betrayed. He knows what it means to be neglected. God understands your feelings. So above all those things, the best thing that you can do is really pray. Just be in the presence of God. And as Czarie also asked me already this one, what lesson that have I learned from my brokenness, from my experience? I have a lot of brokenness now, but the one that I've shared, that was really my turning point. For me, brokenness is a God-given opportunity for us to be mature, for us to grow, for us to God is providing a way out for us, not to really settle on things, not to just stay on your comfort zone that I'm just okay with this. There are moments that God allows brokenness in our life for us to see His greater purpose in our life. Things that I am settling can do. God allows brokenness for us to grow. Because not because of the brokenness that I experience, I can't experience the things what I am experiencing now. I am not here to speak. I am not here that I can lead. I'm leading the youth group right now. So there are times that I'm not saying that brokenness is a good thing, but it can be a good thing, especially if you deal it with God, if you deal it with humility. To those who are broken, I know it's not easy to be broken. I'm not saying that it's very easy to be in brokenness, but always remember that there will always be an area that you will really see the good picture. That like when you just look back to where you are right now, you can say, I thank God that I experienced that brokenness, because I cannot experience what I am experiencing right now. So to those who are watching, that if you are broken, always remember that there will always be a person who will be very willing to listen to you. And always remember, if you're looking for love, God will always show you the picture of what really love is. And then that was the picture that I really saw at that time. It was the cross.
Wow, thank you, Ate Joj, for sharing your life, for giving us some tips, for some advices. And personally, I'm really blessed by your experiences, Ate Joj, no? Even though we didn't, jam or hang out ba, but of the friendship we have, and in connect pod sa gisulti ni Ate Joj, viewers, that brokenness can be a good thing, and always remember that God sees your situation today and He sees your heart. So once again, thank you so much, Ate Joj, for taking the time to be with us and today. So leave a question or what topic do you want to hear from the next video in the comment section below, viewers. And thank you so much for watching, and God bless your heart.
Thank you.